Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Sadia Education Wali. I'm a student at Rehan College Korangi Campus. Currently, I'm enrolled in Teacher Training Bootcamp 1. Today, we will talk with ChatGPT. Our topic is productive. Our topic is understanding emotional intelligence. What it is, and why it matters. So let's start. Hello, ChatGPT. My name is Sadia Education Wali, and today we will talk about understanding emotional intelligence, what it is, and why it matters.
Hi, Sadia. That sounds like a great topic. Emotional intelligence is really about being aware of your own emotions, understanding others' feelings, and using that awareness to guide your actions. And it matters a lot because it helps build better relationships, manage stress, and even make better decisions. What would you like?
Okay, ChatGPT. So my first question is, what is emotional intelligence in simple words?
Yeah, of course. Emotional intelligence is basically your ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, and also to recognize and influence the emotions of others. So it's kind of like being aware and in control of emotions, yours and other people's. So you can handle relationships and challenges more effectively.
Okay, ChatGPT. So my next question is, what is emotional intelligence important in everyday life?
Great question. So, emotional intelligence really helps us navigate daily interactions. It lets us communicate better, build stronger relationships, handle stress, and make good decisions. Basically, it helps us connect with others and stay balanced even when things get tough.
Okay, so my next question is, what are the main components of emotional intelligence?
Yeah, absolutely. So, there are generally four main components. First, there's self awareness, being in tune with your own emotions. Then, self management, so regulating those emotions. Third, social awareness, understanding others' emotions. And finally, relationship management, using all of that to build healthy connections and resolve conflicts.
Okay, ChatGPT. Can emotional intelligence be learned and improved?
Yeah, definitely. It's not something you're just born with. You can absolutely develop it. You can start by paying more attention to your emotions, practicing active listening with others, getting feedback on how you respond, and even doing things like mindfulness or journaling to build that self awareness.
Okay, why is self awareness considered the foundation of emotional intelligence?
Yeah, that's a great point. Self awareness is like the starting block. Exactly. If you don't know how you're feeling or what's driving your reactions, it's really hard to manage them or understand others. So once you have that self awareness, it's like a solid foundation that everything else can build on.
What does self regulation mean and why is it important?
Yeah, so self regulation is basically your ability to manage your emotions, impulses, and reactions in a healthy way. It's super important because it helps you stay calm under pressure, make thoughtful decisions, and avoid saying or doing things you might regret later.
How can emotions stay calm during stressful situations?
Yeah, great question. One big thing is practicing deep breathing, just slowing your breath down. You can also pause and label your feelings so you name what's happening inside you. And then you can give yourself a moment to step back, reframe the situation, or even take a short break to reset.
How can understanding other people's emotion improve relationships?
Yeah, that's a really big one. When you understand how others are feeling, you can respond with more empathy and care. It helps you avoid misunderstandings, build trust, and create a sense of safety so people feel heard and valued in your relationship.
ChatGPT, why are good communication skills important for emotional intelligence?
Yeah, that's a key piece. Good. Exactly. So when you communicate well, you not only right, but you also make it easier for others to open up and feel understood. That way you can navigate conflicts more smoothly and build a deeper connection, which is really at the heart of emotional intelligence.
Okay, then what are the some signs of a person with high emotional intelligence?
Yeah, great question. People with high emotional intelligence are usually really self aware, so they recognize their own emotions and triggers. They're also good at staying calm under pressure, they listen actively, and they show empathy. They pick up on how others feel and respond thoughtfully.
Okay, so how can emotional intelligence improve teamwork and collaboration?
Yeah, so when everyone on a team has a bit of emotional intelligence, exactly. So when everyone is more emotionally aware, they can handle disagreements with more respect, stay open to different perspectives, and keep communication clear. That all leads to a more supportive, productive team environment.
Okay, ChatGPT. So, how can emotional intelligence help people become better leaders? How?
Yeah, that's a big one. Exactly. Emotionally intelligent leaders can inspire trust because they understand their team's needs and emotions. They give clear feedback, they handle conflicts with empathy, and they make people feel valued. So their teams tend to be more.
Okay, ChatGPT. How can emotional intelligence help someone handle criticism positively?
Yeah, that's a really powerful benefit. When you have high emotional intelligence, you can stay calm and not take criticism personally. Instead, you see it as feedback, reflect on it, and then use it to grow. So it strengthens your skills instead of knocking your confidence.
Okay, so how can social media affect emotional intelligence? Why or why not?
Yeah, exactly. So social. Right. So, on one hand, it can help people stay connected and share emotions, but on the other hand, it can sometimes create misunderstandings or lead to surface level interactions. So, it really depends on how it's used.
Okay, ChatGPT. What is the biggest misconception about important emotional intelligence?
Yeah, one of the biggest misconceptions is that emotional intelligence is just about being nice or being happy all the time. But really, it's about being aware of all emotions, yours and others, and using that awareness in a balanced, constructive way.
Okay, so my last question is what is your final advice for everyone who want to develop strong emotional intelligence and build better relationship?
Yeah, my final advice would be to stay curious about your own emotions and others. Practice self reflection regularly, listen deeply, and be patient with yourself. It's a lifelong journey, but even small steps really add up over time.
Okay, thank you so much, activities for your valuable insight. Allah Hafiz.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad I could help. Take care and Allah Hafiz.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for listening me.